All right. So we're now to our third week of Theory Thursdays. We've talked about quarter notes, half notes, and many others like whole notes, eighth notes, and sixteenths. However, we haven't talked about the other side of it. So music in general is composed of sound and silence. And silence plays a key role in composing music. To represent that, we have symbols called rests, and that's rests. So rests. So we have these rests here that I'm circling, and those are quarter rests. I put quarter notes here, and then quarter rests right next to it. Pretty much every note value that we've talked about, and any that we haven't, has a rest equivalent. So we have our quarter notes and quarter rests in this measure. Quarter note has the note head filled in and the line, the stem, while the quarter rest has this kind of squiggly motion. If we look here at our half note and half rest, we see that those look very different as well. Next up, we have a whole note. Ooh, you know what? I skipped the whole rest, but I'll go ahead and do it. It's underneath here. So these are whole rests. You'll notice that they are attached to the fourth line from the bottom out of the 5 lines on the stave, on the staff. And then over here, this one is attached to the third line, the half rest. Going on, we have eighth notes and eighth rests. Eighth rests kind of look like a fancy 7. And then just like the eighth notes had worked out before with the beam. Sorry, let me make one of these look a little bit more like what you're familiar with from what we did before. Okay, so these eighth notes here, we have some with a beam and some with a flag. When they're by themselves, they have this little flag coming off, and then we have the eighth rest there. So you can see that. 16th notes can be similar. They can have a flag or be beams like we talked about before. You'll notice, again, it's kind of the same quality here where they added like an extra, I guess kind of like 7 on top here. So that is your 16th rest. So any note value, doesn't matter how long or short, can be sound or silence.